Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Barel. Sorry, my dog's here. Wanted to, just to get right to the point first, let me just say this episode is going to teach you guys how to fix that stupid error, run out of filament error, or, unload filament or whatever on your 3D printer using the CR10S. Now, I actually upgraded my CR10, and what happened was shortly after, the filament sensor just would stop my job in the middle, constantly stop my job in the middle, where I had lining up issues and all kinds of other things. And, it does make, even though you resume, it still sometimes make a seam. It has all kinds of freaking issues. Give me a second. Got all kinds of, seams issues and things like that. And then eventually what happens is it just has an error and won't let you, go forward with, the job. I'm not even talking about heating the bed or anything. The second you go to the start, you go on the, your SD memory or whatever, if you're using the SD card, you're looking for your file you want to print, you just press print. You don't even have to prime it or anything. It's already going to show up as an error, and it's not going to let you go forward with the print job. Now, another thing, so I'm going to first show you guys a thing that could have happened that you guys could fix, and then I'm going to show you what most likely happened to you. So, I tried to take out my filament sensor, the entire wire out, because I didn't want it anymore. I had enough of it, didn't want to deal with it, and I kept getting that error. Okay, so I realized something, that if you try to do that, maybe something got loose, so try to open your control box, make sure that everything is in, and make sure the filament sensor wire is in and attached to the filament sensor itself. Okay, once you do that, it should work. Okay, for some unknown reason, the second you take it out, because I didn't want it, you take it out or pull it out from the filament sensor, it's not going to show up. Even if you pull it out from the board, you're going to get the same stupid error. The error, filament, whatever, you're not going to be able to, fix any of that. So, I didn't know what the hell to do. I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to need that filament sensor. I can't take it out because it won't work with, you can't flash this stupid board. So, what could I do? So, I try to say, okay, well, I'm going to need this stupid filament sensor, right? I'm going to need it, and I'm going to need to learn how to work with it. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and I got to learn to work with it. So I figured, okay, let me see what I could do not to stop the print job. First off, after this, once you plug everything in, it's going to work. The error thing will disappear, and it'll work. But you're going to still be subject to constant stops and stuff like that because of a very simple thing. So, what happened is, I pulled this bitch out, right? And now this is the actual chip. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys how this works, so you guys know exactly what's what. Okay, so this thing goes in right here. Okay, and there's no really screwing this up because they align perfectly. Now, every filament sensor is going to be about the same thing anyway, so it doesn't even make a difference here. So I'm going to, let me get this. So I'm going to show you exactly what happens. So, you put a filament in here, and just watch what happens, okay? It alerts it. Okay, let me take it out so you guys see it. So, it presses down on this as the filament goes, right? Now, I bought expensive filament, good filament, cheap filament, whatever. They all have one thing in common. They're never freaking equal. Okay, nothing's out of place, nothing is bended. The thing is, they're not equal in size. It really isn't. If you guys do that, you guys will see if you do every inch, you'll go through, there's going to be some kind of imperfection in there. It could be a bend. It could be not equal size. And then what happens is that lets go of, once this is out, you see, the thing goes up. So it doesn't alert on the red. I don't know if you guys could see it. It doesn't alert the machine that there's filament. So then it tells the machine shut off because you don't have filament. You get it? So it's stuck like this. So what do you have to do? Even though the filament is there and a little bit bended. So what do you need to do? You're going to get bigger filament? No. What you're going to need to do, guys, and I'm telling you, is to make something over here to make this a bit thicker. So I tried everything. I tried rubber bands. I tried stuff like that. I know they're going to lead to major issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder, okay, a little glob of solder here on this baby right here, okay? So it's probably going to be a biatch to actually push this thing through once that solder thing goes in. So I'm going to need to make it as smooth as possible, but most likely it's going to be hard to right inside. But what's going to happen is once that solder is there, it's going to trigger it to go. Now, if you don't want to work with this damn thing, which I sure as hell don't want to work with run out of filament sensor, although sometimes I do feel like that I need it. What I'm going to do is I am going to glue, you could glue it just like that, okay, and not even use it. You don't even need to use this stupid thing. You could just bypass it, go right, just glue it down, okay? Glue it down with anything. I don't care what it is. You could just, you know, put it, you know, I don't know, like a double-sided glue or whatever, and it's going to be fine. It's going to go right through, and it's going to be stuck like this, and you don't even have to use the filament sensor. Just put it on the side and go directly and bypass it, and everything will work. Okay, it'll work. But if you want to use this thing one day, just, you know, glue it temporary with a, I don't know, I'm not going to say glue gun, but hold it down with something like electric tape or something, and then whenever you're ready, just free it. Now, if you want to work with it and you need it all the time, and you want to work with a run out of filament sensor, what I recommend you do is you put a glob of solder in here. Or you can work with whatever the heck you want, but it seems to work for me the best. And you thicken up this thing, so every time, even if it's thin or fat, the damn thing is going to press down on it. You see, because it's going to touch a bump. And you have to put it all over here. Just put it on the side here, the important part, okay? So once it goes here, it's also good because once you get over here, that's when it'll pop up. So you want to put a little bump on here, and you'll see it'll smooth out as this did. And then what happens is it will always, no matter it being thin, it being fat, it'll always go through. Once you poke it in hard, you know, in the beginning, it'll always go through till you actually run out of filament. Okay, so that's pretty much how this damn thing works. Now, I personally, I have the black one, but believe me, I know I even have the cheap ones. What is it? The white ones that you could get for like 10 bucks. They operate exactly the same way. Just take it apart, put it back together, or even if you don't want to even take it apart, just go like this, okay? With electric tape, put it down and just wrap it around, and just remember you have to still plug it, okay? Because otherwise this thing won't work. So you want to plug it, and you want to make sure that filament sensor is pressed down, okay? And then you'll just do it, and that's it. It should work just fine and dandy. If you guys have any questions, anything, any type of error, you guys know I cover an array of things on my channel, but I do a lot of troubleshooting for 3D printers. I'm not the I know a lot of people like you know, people like us who use 3D printers. A lot of the times we're used to just saying, "Oh, screw it, we'll just get another one." But why? If you get another one, you're going to go through the same crap. It might come defected. It might not come defective. To me, they're all made defective if they're like this thin. So you need to open it up, regardless, buy it, open it up, put that glob on it, and then you'll be guaranteed to always have, you know, filament going in that, whether thin or fat or whatever, it's going to always alert it to be up. Okay, and that's all I got to say about that. Now, I am going to say this. Be very careful when you're taking this out, because I know many people who pulled it out and didn't know what the hell they're doing and shorted it out. Don't do that. When you solder, make sure you just hit these parts, put tape, put anything to try to guard it, and you'll be fine. But I don't see any problems with it. Just try not to short this. This isn't really sensitive, but I don't know how people are getting bad results. And remember always, when you put it back, it's foolproof, okay? With this and the white one, they all align perfectly with the holes, as you see. So it's not a real issue. Anyways, if you guys like what you see, definitely like. If this video helped you out, I want to hear about it. If you have any other issues, let me know about it. This is the People's Channel, so anything you request, any issues you have, which you had issues with this, let me know, and I'll make a video. I'll try to duplicate it and make a video to help you correct it. But this is literally how you fix the damn thing. Now me, The reason I pulled this only out is because that filament sensor doesn't sit well on a CR10. So what did I do? I super glued that biatch into the holder, which is probably a bad thing because now it's not coming out, but it doesn't matter because as you saw, I just pull it out. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Definitely subscribe. Help this channel out a lot. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.